of you. Now I'm seeing a side I've never seen before, right? And we're coming to competition. I don't know if people know, but I am incredibly competitive, which she knows. Do you know what I mean? Also, with certain tasks, nobody can really plan for Big Brother. We don't know what type of tasks we're going to get. We don't know. I've always had to be responsible for my own actions. I've never been in a duel with anything. Not even in games. Like, I'm a person who's like an island. I want to be responsible for my own results. So when I'm in competition mode or whatever in the house or whatnot, and let's say she doesn't perform as much as I would like her to perform, my natural reaction is to be frustrated because I've never been in that position before. And when obviously people saying I didn't say sorry, like I did. I said sorry, I asked her if she's okay, this and that. Like I done that, but of course they're not gonna tell you everything. So let's say they show that I didn't say that, that's fine. Let's say people have that perception of me, that's fine. Yeah, that's why I'm really waiting for her to come up and see what she says. And if people have noticed, she's never really said anything bad about me in the house. Not because not because she's like.
Because me, I was dragging you. I was dragging you until I realized what you were saying, and then I stopped.
Wait.
Allow him to
Wait, hold on. Wait, not because like, oh, she's trying to protect me. Because Victoria is somebody who is sensitive. So if I hurt her, she will probably just break down and cry as a normal woman who is sensitive. So I don't think she's like trying to protect Shaun or anything like that. It's just she has grown to understand me in different ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain times where I will tell her, let's do this in the game. Let's say people are watching it. Like, I'll be like, oh, why are you telling Victoria what to do? Mate, it's a bloody game. We have to stay in as long as possible. And at the first 2 weeks, when I remember someone told me that, I said, oh, I was the biggest and how I'm the bigger one in the duo or whatever. And I was like, I've never said that. All I said was I was carrying the duo in terms of in the house because Victoria had no friends in the house. I was getting Onyeka to come and try and talk to her. Femi gravitated towards her. He spoke to her. I'll get to Wanni to try and talk to her. I'll try so many people to try and talk to her because for me, clearly she wasn't listening to me. She needed multiple people. And even that, it didn't work. On the day that she changed I remember this clearly because I asked her. It was the second week of the second eviction. And when Ibuka made the comment about, oh, don't let this moment pass you, it was like a light bulb moment where she started becoming herself. And I asked her, I said, why have you decided to not choose now? She said, because of what Ibuka said. I said, cool, no problem. But up until then, people are seeing me, people not understand that I am frustrated because now it feels like I'm the only person who's connecting. And bear in mind, the first 3 weeks was the custodian challenge, right? Where your housemates are the ones your face is in the housemates. It's not in the public. Because the people who probably were in the first 3 weeks, that probably might have not left if they left it to the public. So you have to build connections with people. You can't be dormant. You can't be feeling sorry for yourself because I struggled that first week where I had my own feelings to deal with. I had Wanni's feelings to deal with. I also had Victoria's feelings to deal with. So I was extremely overwhelmed. That first week was the first week I realized why people take a voluntary exit. Because I never understood why people would be like, I'm trying to get into Big Brother. We know how difficult it is to come on Big Brother. But why would you go on the show and now trying to get a voluntary exit? It was the first week when I realized how difficult it was. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm the most perfect and the most empathetic person. I done what was in my capabilities because I am such a gamer and I'm a fighter. So I'm not somebody who's gonna ever force someone. Like, for example, I'll give a good example. Someone like Kelly Ray is more emotional, like maybe I don't know, maybe because he's married. Maybe that I don't know if he's like that for everybody, but he's more caring. Do you know what I mean? He will go all over and beyond. That's not my personality. So I cannot be somebody else that I am not. I can only try and talk to you as much as I can. And for me, when I keep saying the same thing over and over again, I will naturally get frustrated. I'm like, what you're doing is affecting me. What I'm doing is affecting you. So even though I feel I should chill and I should be sulking, I know that I have to be in this game because if I mess up, it's going to affect you. And we knew how hard it is, how hard it was to get onto Big Brother. So that was why it was so frustrating to me. So maybe when people were watching, they'll see me maybe get a little bit irritated or snappy or whatever. It was built up frustration because I know what the conversations we were having or how we were going to, like, behave. We're going to, we're going to do well. Do you know what I mean? And then just to come in the first 2 weeks and all of a sudden, you're not really doing anything. You're not connecting with anybody. So just also know that Victoria is not the easiest person to connect with in general. If you see now, like she's a lovely person, kind person. she's just very guarded. So if you see now, her closest friend or only friend is Cassia, and let's just say Ozzy with an aesthetics. There was 28 people in the house, right? And her only friend, I would say friend, because I think it's a genuine friendship, is with Cassia. So what about the other people? Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with Victoria. It doesn't mean she's very guarded because of stuff she's gone through in the past. So she's not going to be letting everybody in that can possibly hurt her. So when people were seeing in the first 2 weeks and thought that she was crying and all that type of stuff was because of me, it wasn't because of me, because I asked her. So she was worried about the cameras, how she was being perceived, her being herself and being judged. So many different things that everybody in the house at the very beginning went through. Right? We all went through that, but we all showed it in different ways. So yeah, I don't know if I answered the question, but that's, I think, the best possible way I can answer the question.
Yeah. I appreciate you for clarifying a whole lot of things. And if am I permitted to, also give you an advice? Advice, yeah. All I would say is that I appreciate you for saying, clarifying, but at the same time, I want you to know that there are a lot of personalities, and no matter how dull, how quiet, how lousy, how whoever you are, you will get people to love you. So see how quiet she is. She got genuine people that love her. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's not always about going making friends. In reality, shows like this, it's about. Please let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish with him. Why? What's your problem? 1 minute. Am I fighting with him? Am I fighting with him?
Doesn't get rowdy. Just give her like.
We have more, but just round up, please.
Yeah. So what I would say is that it's all good, right? But then it's a reality show at the end of the day. No matter your character, you may get people that will love you for who you are. Thank you for clarifying it, and I appreciate you.
Thank you for the advice.
Cool. Thank you. Julie. Okay. All right, I'm dropping you now. Thank you.
All right. Hi, Shaun. Are you down to answer another Victoria question, or would you like another fan base to...
Any question is fine.
All right. So I understand the dynamic in the house. Not that I understand it. I've never been there, but I kind of, as someone who voted for Shatoria before going over to Victoria, I understand everything that you guys went through in the house. What I didn't understand was when you came out of the house and like your interview, you were only, rooting for Wanni. And I kind of didn't understand that. That changed later when you wrote a tweet and you were like, oh, I'm rooting for all of my people. So I guess what changed? What made you,
This is a great question. So there's some things I can't talk in detail, but I'll try and give you the most as I can give you. When I came out of the house, obviously I've come out now and I'm getting the whole entirety of how this game has played, right? And bear in mind, we were a duo before, and we got split. How we got split and how people acted, because we had the same... Too much on that, because this is getting into certain details, but let's try and decipher certain things. We had the same handler, but people were moving a bit, just not how I would have liked. So when I came out and I got some certain information, I wrongfully projected that onto Victoria, who did not do anything to me personally. But I think that's when I lost my composure a little bit, because I felt like I was being, what's the word? Maybe targeted. Let's just say targeted, not by projection, but just by in-house stuff that I can't really disclose. So when I found out about certain things, I was like, rah, this is how they've done me dirty. Do you know what I mean? Then I calmed down and I realized that I projected onto Victoria personally, who is in the house, so she's not even aware of what is going on the outside and what has been going on for the last 2 months that we are not aware of. Do you know what I mean? So I now decided, you know what, I can't just put this on her because she hasn't done anything. So that's why I changed my mind, because it actually wasn't about Victoria specifically. It was more about the things outside Victoria, but it's connecting both of us, if that makes sense. That's the best way to answer that question.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for accepting, you guys.
Thank you. Esther, you can speak.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I just want to ask just a question. It's also a Victoria kind of question, right? Before I go on, I'm sorry I came on space. I'm not a hater. Yeah, I'm not a hater, but I just have this question. Yeah, so but I have this question to ask. The Victoria thing, right? During the, I don't know if you can take your mind back. During the Aquafina task, Victoria thanked you 3 times for keeping her secret. And from that, yes, she said, thank you for not spilling my secret. Thank you for keeping my secret and all that. From that speech, I felt for somebody to keep somebody's secret, this person must be a good person. Honestly speaking, I thought of it like that because Victoria, I don't know if you can remember, she thanked you, so like, thank you for not spilling my secret. Thank you for keeping my secret. She said it like 3 times during the Aquafina task when Big Brother said you guys should give each other, awards or something like that and all. I'm not saying you should. Yes, I'm not saying you should tell me what the secret is, but is the secret part of what made you guys quarrel before you entered the house? Was it part of it? Was it the reason?
It was just about like personal stuff on the outside with her that she just said she doesn't want to be brought up to the public at any point. It had nothing to do with like us. What we argued about was so small. It wasn't anything deep, but for me, it was more how the arguments played out. You know, if for example if you have a friend and they aren't being open-minded, and let's say they judge you based on your views, that's what rubbed me off the wrong way. It wasn't even necessarily like a big argument. Like I said, she will come out and it might not even be something she's aware of because I just let it go. Do you know what I mean? But it was something that I kept in my own personal heart. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the secret was not about the argument. If that answers the question.
Okay, yes. I just wanted to clarify that because I felt at that moment, you know, when a lot of people were dragging you and all that, I was like, no, for somebody to keep somebody's secret. I know a lot of people that cannot keep secrets. You say this person is your friend and the person kept your secret. That person must be a good person. So at that moment, I felt you were just a good person and a straightforward person, a straight talker, but you were greatly misunderstood. That's what I felt. So you can drop me now. I just wanted to clarify that. Please drop me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, Misty, you can speak.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, Shaun.
Hi.
Okay. So, first of all, I want to say something to you to probably, and like maybe tell you something that you probably might want to learn from later on.
Okay.
First off, I want to tell you that when you left the house, when you came out of the house, you said something about Doublekay, and it got me riled up because I felt like when you leave the house, I don't know who made you the judge to judge what you think we might like, we might not like, we might support or we might not support. And then you came out vehemently saying that you don't know what Doublekay are giving because you don't think they deserve what. My question,
I didn't say that, but yeah.
Okay, but I'm not quoting you verbatim. I'm just
no, because if you quote me wrongly, then it's I mean, what I said was then I'll let you obviously ask the question. What I said was
just remind me what you said so that
I said I don't get what people see, but obviously fair enough, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
okay.
Nothing that, yeah.
So let's go by what you said. You say you don't know what people see. I get that you have friends in the house that you want to campaign for, and when you come out of the house, which is fair game. But I feel like you trying to put down other people just because you, in your opinion, they did not play a game that you would call a game doesn't make it right. Because I want to let you know that when you go into the Big Brother house, it's not about being lousy. It's not about shouting, not about conniving or being condescending. People like people for different things, and people connected to them for how good of a game they played. So you coming out of the house, I know that you guys were not friends, but at least you guys were housemates. You guys stayed together for a while. Like, even if you don't like them, we don't need to. We saw that you don't like them, and it's cool. Like you just said on the space, everybody doesn't need to like everybody. But you coming out to say what she said, I felt like even if you don't like them, there's a way you can. You don't need to come out and say you don't see what people see in them because you're not people. The reason why you are out and they are in is because most people connected with them more than they connected with you. And even if you thought that you were playing a good game, obviously people saw that their game was better. That's why they were in there. And I just want to tell you that you don't have to bring other people down just so it seems like you're doing fairly well. It's fine. And then something else you did that I want to ask.
Can I answer this one before you go to the next question?
Okay.
I actually want to clear up this whole Doublekay thing, because I think people think I care more than I do. The honest truth is, yeah, like I've said it from the beginning, people just obviously just don't watch my interviews. They see the little clickbait stuff that people put, and they're like, they attack me for it, which is fine. I promise you, I'm not bothered. But the honest truth is, Cassia and Kelly Ray are nice people. They are talented, nice people. I have no issues with them personally as people. So people keep saying the campaigning. Like, if someone asks me a question and I give you my personal opinion from being inside the house, because bear in mind, like I said, I only found out this information about the marriage stuff when I came out. All I said was, I don't get it. That is my own personal opinion about it, which I don't campaigning thing, because my own opinion of who I thought would be a good winner to me, because bear in mind, I don't think I should have won. So I didn't go into Big Brother thinking, oh yeah, Shaun is going to win Big Brother. I knew from the jump I wasn't winning Big Brother. So when people think about, oh you didn't win the money, I'm like, mate, people just don't know me. I already knew from the jump when I entered this house. I said, before I entered this house, I said, I'm not going to win, but I know that I'll do okay. I didn't necessarily expect it maybe last to 8 weeks or whatever. Of course, I wanted to last till the last week, but it wasn't about the money, because I knew I am not the money. People who connect to me are people who want to connect to me. I'm not necessarily the easiest person to connect with, because I can maybe rub people up the wing. It's just my personality. If I speak, people who speak their mind a lot would obviously make people feel the type of way, negative and positive. So I am completely okay with that. With the Doublekay thing, I just said my opinion. I just thought maybe I'm so happy that voting is finished now. So it's not going to be a decampaigning or campaigning for anybody. My own personal people who should win objectively was maybe like Onyeka, Wanni. Not because they're my friends. Really not because my friends. Because there are people, my friends, who I didn't mention. Like, Ozzy is my friend who I didn't mention. Tofa is my friend who I didn't mention. Like, I just thought these people gave a lot in the house while I was there. They gave a lot of chaos. They gave a lot of drama. They gave a lot of entertainment to people who were watching from being inside. Bear in mind, I don't know what they show you. So I'm sure when people are watching it, they'll have a completely different opinion. That is totally fine. But it's not the campaigning thing, because I promise you, yeah, if Kelly wins this money, like, I'll be extremely happy for him. Because it doesn't take anything away from me. It does not take away from my own star quality. It does not make me less than a man. Like, he's married. He's probably going to build a family. I'm happy for them. Like I told you, these are not bad people. Kelly Ray and Cassie are literally not bad people. They are very chill, quiet people. There's nothing wrong with them at all. Don't even like the person didn't like Kelly. Even though if people watch this show, they will understand Kelly nominated me. And even after that, as soon as he nominated me, I went to shake him and I dapped him up and I said, it's cool, it's calm, bro. We won tasks together after. We worked together after. There was no bad blood. In fact, I had more bad blood with Anita than I had with Kelly Ray. So the whole people thinking that I hate Kelly and I hate Cassia and I hate Doublekay, like, I'm like, I don't. But if people ask me a question, I'll give my own personal opinion based on my own personal perspective on this thing. It has nothing to do with the campaigning, because I think he's probably going to win, and I'm actually happy for him if he wins. That's cool. I'm already out. So, I mean, it'll be lovely if Wanni wins or Victoria wins, because they're my peoples. But if Kelly wins, I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be angry. I'll be happy for him. Whoever wins, actually, to be honest. Maybe if actually there's a couple of people I don't want to win, but it's not none of the people that I mentioned. But that whole Doublekay thing and what the campaign like, I understand maybe based on how Big Brother is from previous maybe years or whatever. Maybe this is what people do. But that's just not how I am as a person. I'm not here to campaign anybody. But if somebody asks me my opinion, I am not going to be telling you what you want to hear. I'm just going to tell you my honest opinion, and I will give you my honest reasons. Like I said, Onyeka and Wanni would be my own preferred winners for what I would want to watch on TV. Just the drama, the chaos, the ups and downs. Kelly was pretty chilled, nice person. Everybody liked living with him. It's not going to hurt a fly. Do you know what I mean? I think Cassia was probably a little bit more chaotic than Kelly. Do you know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with them winning. But I just wanted to kind of clear that up, because people really think that I hate them. I'm like, I don't hate them. I don't hate anybody in the house, actually. My people I don't like. But these are not even people I don't like. I actually like them as people. Maybe the likes of, like, I don't even want to name names now because people now start saying I'm doing too much. But yeah, that's
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Shaun. Something else that you mentioned that I was about to say before you talked about this. Now that you've clarified, it makes sense that this is your opinion. But as in, I just want you to know that now you're a public figure, and the fact that you are like clearly you're on one, like you like Wanni, like you guys had a thing and everything, and you know that when you come out of the house, there's always this like people who have the biggest fan base, they always have this rivalry, and anything you say or do, it promotes it. Like anything you say that is negative to the other person or something, it promotes it more. So like moving forward, it's not like do not say your mind or anything, but be mindful that whatever you say can be chaotic to both parties. Do you understand? Like just be more aware that you are more in the public eye now, so you should be more aware of that. And then you said something about Kelly being Kelly nominating you. I just want to let you know that you nominated Kelly first, and you were trying to form an alliance to always nominate Kelly and Cassia before Big Brother kind of told you that you guys cannot, do that anymore.
But can I explain that quickly? Just
can I just do something? Kelly nomination be done so that you can say what you want to say, and then I leave. Yeah. I just want to say that you also nominated Kelly, so you dishing out what you cannot take. I think that's hypocrisy. You're saying he nominated you, and that's why you don't like him. But you also did the same thing. So give energy that you can receive.
Wait, hold on. You clearly just not listen to anything I just said. When did I ever say I didn't like Kelly?
You don't like Kelly.
I thought you literally not listen to anything I just said.
You never said you don't like. Miss T, you didn't say that.
No, I didn't say you like Kelly. That's not.
She get like 1 minute, one question, just one question.
We have about 91.
Yeah, a lot of requests. We can't allow people.
Let me just answer this question quickly. With the nomination thing,
please.
With
1 minute, everyone.
Yeah, with the nomination thing with Kelly, like I actually didn't want to nominate him. I actually wanted to nominate Cassia, not because there's anything wrong with Cassia. I just wasn't close to Cassia at all. I was more close with Kelly than Cassia, but Cassia was Victoria's friend, so I specifically did not nominate her because I had a conversation with Victoria. I said, if I nominate her, and obviously we don't know who's strong on the outside, so this is just on the inside. If I nominate her and Victoria's going to lose her closest friend in there, cool. No, I didn't want to do that. So the first nomination went to Kelly because he's the second in terms of who I'm not close with. Then the second week, I didn't nominate Kelly. If people who watch this show, I specifically did not because I don't actually have anything personal to Kelly. Even though Kelly nominated me, I didn't nominate Kelly. I actually nominated Cassia because she's the one who made me get a strike. Do you know what I mean? So there's reasons for everything that I do. People just think I just don't like people. I'm somebody who would have a legit reason for nominating you, and I'll be able to tell you. So yeah, that's kind of clearing that up. Who's the next person?
Black.
Okay, hi, because I'm not a hater. Sorry, just want to make that clear. So, Shaun, I think you were cool. I have no issues with you at all. I thought you initially one of my faves, but I didn't really want to have faves this season, so we just didn't go there. We just kept it chill. So, in general, I just wanted to ask you a couple of things. The first thing is relating to Onyeka. I just feel like Onyeka always tries to make it seem like your friendship with her was kind of more than what it is. I'm just summarizing. But she likes to put out this energy of like, oh, me and Shaun this. I'm gonna do this for Shaun when we're outside. We're gonna do. It just felt like a lot. And I know that you guys are friends, but I just wanted to clarify. Did you ever give her any like? And guys, you don't need to put your thumbs down. I like Onyeka. I like Onyeka. I like her. I like her. But I just wanted to see if you gave her any reason to think like there was something there or anything like that, because I just couldn't quite understand some of the comments sometimes in relation to you. They just felt a little bit more than the standard friendship, which is what I thought you guys had. So that was question one. And then question two was in relation to, I think you've answered everything related to Victoria, so I don't think we need to answer that. But the second question was relating to your relationship with Suj. So I just feel like, obviously, there's been a bit of a misunderstanding between you two. I know that since you've come out, you sort of said, I don't want to be friends with someone like that. But I think this is typical Shaun being a bit too harsh. Like you were sometimes on the show, like, oh, I'm done with this person. I think it might be a bit too swift. So do you...
Someone talking?
I think a signal went.
Black? Shaun, do you want to answer her?
Yes, I answered the first one was about Onyeka. So yeah, the Onyeka one, I don't know if you can hear, but I guess maybe other people have similar questions along those lines. The Onyeka one, on day one, and this is me being brutally honest, on day one when I didn't really know anybody and there's girls, I'm a guy, I'm going to look for girls that may be like, oh, these girls not bad, attractive. So I spoke with everybody. I spoke with Nelly, tried to speak with Onyeka, spoke with Wanni, spoke with, I can't remember, Dami even, spoke with a few girls or whatever. At the very beginning on day one, I remember there were like 3-4 guys trying to talk to Onyeka. So I left it. Then she had like, there was an opening where I could talk to her to actually catch her vibe. But she said to me, Shaun, you look dangerous. So I was like, And then I kind of left it after that. We never had any other conversation after that. So I think she kind of got close with Suj and Tofa or whatever. So I think that's what she's referring to when she says, oh yeah, every guy here tried to move to me. I'm like, this is day one. I don't know you. Yeah, Onyeka is an attractive girl. A lot of them in the house are attractive, but I didn't know her. I tried to speak to her. She said that to me. And we just never spoke in that way again. Do you know what I mean? We didn't really speak. And then after that, we just became friends because obviously I automatically kind of gravitated towards Wanni. So I think that's kind of what she's referring to. But because I remember when I called her, when she said that line about, oh, everyone tried to speak to me, I called Wanni and I called her. I said, did I ever try to speak to you? She said no. So, I think maybe that's just clearing out. And then with Suj, me, Suj and Tofa connected on the first day. Then my guys, obviously I didn't know how old they were. I thought they were like around my age. Right, so but for me, the whole I know you mentioned harsh. I'm a harsh guy, to be honest. Sometimes I can give a little bit of leeway, but for me, I try and judge people on their behaviors over a long period of time. Suj came to me just before I left and said, "Oh yeah, guy, the reason I've been distant is because I heard a couple things and I was like, what did you hear?" He told me what he heard. He said Wanni told her. I called Wanni. I said, what did you tell Suj? He said he didn't tell Suj anything about me. But Suj was trying to tell her that he did. She said Shaun was not involved. So he obviously heard whatever he heard. Instead of him, as my guy, to come and tell me, yo, bro, I heard this, that you said this, you said that. Is it true or not? We're in the same house, 24/7, right? And if I've given you the opportunity to come and tell me something, right? We're in the same house, we're around each other, and you don't want to, it's not on the outside world I'm going to trust you. Because I've given you the opportunity to trust you. Because all I've ever told anybody is, I don't mind you getting pissed at me. I don't mind you saying you don't like what I said. That's fine. As friends, you can come and tackle me. That's cool. But one thing I don't really tolerate is if you hold something in and you now start... Because I came out and people were sending me videos of what Suj said about me. So I'm like, you're saying this about me to your girl. You're saying this about me with Tofa, whoever, and you're acting different, but you do not want to come and ask me about it that I'm in the same house as you. That's not the type of friendship that I want. Obviously, I come out and I understand that they are younger, so obviously it's a learning process for them, but maybe how to deal with someone who is like me.
Yeah, but then also, Shaun, I think the other issue is also that Ibuka was kind of more focused on outing you and your own ship, and some of the other ships were a lot more protected on the show, so it's very different. So they were obviously then taking issue with, for example, a little comment that you made when they're making their own comments, but they're not being outed on a Sunday night show. So it's very different. But I just thought, to be honest, I felt like from him, he still had a very genuine, like even after you left, he still had like a bit of emotion about it. So I didn't want it to be like, oh, yeah, I'm done with this guy, because I just feel like he actually still cared about you.
Yeah, but the caring is for me, that's fine. It's fine to care, but for me, what I value the most is trust. And even with Wanni as well, I'll have certain conversations like, she's somebody who I care about deeply, but also things that she also needs to work on. There are also things that I need to work on, but for me, it's like, that's what if people understood from the very beginning, there were things I was saying about people in the house. I was giving my opinion, and I used to go to Wanni and Handy, or I'll go to the twins and be like, oh, should I go and tell them? Not because I wanted to seem like the biggest saint. It was just I just wanted to be like, I want people to know how I feel about them, so they can know how to deal with me. So if you're my guy,
the game you wanted to host.
Exactly. So if you're my guy, and Susie, I remember when he done I'm gonna impersonate Shaun, and he done it so well. Yeah. So I'm like, if you know how I am, and you know what I value, and all I value is you just speaking your mind and being honest with me. I don't even care for you to tell me something that is nice to hear or whatever. Just be honest to me about how you feel, as my guy. But you don't do that. I can't respect it, because it's like, I can't now trust you. That's just all it is. He's not a bad person. It's just when it comes to things that I value, the friends that I have on the outside in the real world. Because if you can't tell me when we're living in the same house, I'm not expecting you to come and tell me when we're living in completely different areas of Lagos.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just all it is. So it's not nothing necessarily personal to him as like an individual. He's a cool guy. He's calm. I mean, like, people who like him, people who don't like him, don't like him. But my own issue is, like, I fuck with Topher. The reason why I even fuck with Topher is I told Topher the other day, I was like, brother, like, I think I'm not going to say this word, but I told him my mind. It wasn't pleasant, but I told him my mind. But he appreciated it. He might not necessarily have liked it, but he appreciated it. I was like, fair enough. And he explained to me, I was like, cool. Like, I fuck with you. Because to me, sometimes, like, you see me a bit like you're not really too sure. Topher is a little bit harmless. Like, I love him. He's a great guy. Like, if you guys are around Topher, bubbly personality, like, he's super cool. Like, the one wouldn't really hurt a fly. But with Suji, is a little bit more calculated, a little bit more sinister, because I saw what he said about me when I came out. Right. So I'm like, brother, you're saying this about me. I'm here, and you don't even come and tell me to my face. So that's just all it is with Suji. I hope I answered this.
That's fair. No, you did, and like I said, not a hater. So rate you. Did well on the show. Best of luck for everything, and best of luck with Wanni.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
Big love. Just a second.
Hi.
Shaun, can you please check your connection? It's
my connection is bad.
They're sending off a signal that you're having issues with it before you.
It's not my Wi-Fi, You know what it's nice. I don't know what to do. Let me try and use my day off.
Okay, I don't know if
is it better?
go.
Yeah, I can. Can I go now? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Michelle.